yeah, I'm about to put it on quick.
With the dripping drive hand on, pick and roll, full contact. This is a man's sport. County of Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound right. Brooklyn Bridges, V-Dub defending. The Brooklyn Block Party claps in double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook ones gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block.
I'm fitting the score next. My kids all net, me and Jay, which is all next. Getting back on defense, hit 'em with strong flex. I'm official like a rep, trying not to get it attacked. Here we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. It's been between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to play like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a fan do. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Yeah, we out here. I'm where the Brooklyn Nets is at, man. I'm on vacation, man. You see how I'm living? You know what I mean? I'm somewhere nice. You understand me? This is what's happening right now. And, game on. You know what I mean? This is what fans got to do. You know, we want to make the playoffs. I'm somewhere nice. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ice, tip off of Brooklyn Nets podcast. Yo, I made the podcast at 10:30 because I was flowing on that beat you sent me, bro. That shit was hard, bro. That shit was tough. What? I was going in. And I ain't done. Yo, Ice, I'm about to put the beat on right now, bro. I'm telling you, man, shit is tough. But, Nets ain't in the playoffs. So I was going to do the play-in. Chicago got that work tonight. At home, Miami, they could do nothing with Hero. Everybody say Hero ain't nothing but a sandwich. Not tonight. Hero ain't had no cape on, but trust me, bro. He saved Miami Heat more than Clark Kent could ever do. Can Clark Kent play basketball? Huh? Hero was a hero tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. Word up. Yo, seriously, bro. This beat, I got the beat right here, bro. I'm about to start copywriting this. Like, yo, what if we could sell these songs, bro? They keep asking us about the intro. But then the way I'm flowing on this, it's beautiful. This beat is tough. Nah, chill. They ain't ready, Ice. They not ready, bro. I'm telling you, bro, they not ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the graphics on. Let's see. I might start freestyling with Ice, man. Because this shit right here is just straight ridiculous, yo. I'm about to start a cipher. Yo, Jay, what's good?
Yo,
this beat is fire and fuego, bro.
what beat?
What Ice sent us.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Word.
fucks
I usually don't rap on beats that's slow like that though. But I like what I wrote to it.
with you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to spit it now. I don't want, I mean, about to
Sound like
swap
them.
jacket.
It remind me of like a Dipset beat from back in the day, like one of the Dipset mixtape beats. It remind me of something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. I'm with you on that.
Now we're
Yeah.
going to Nest Fan mixtape, man.
Mm-hmm. That's tough.
Who Nets fans is the best fan.
Mm-hmm. Tough. Yeah. See, that's what we doing. We putting it together, man. CJ, you know what I'm saying? I made it an episode. We could make it more than an episode. We made it an episode, made it a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
oh,
I'm about to write a song called Keon Johnson, man.
tough. Tough. Word. Um, yeah, I'm excited about that, and it's true to what we do. I don't want y'all to think that we some, you know what I mean? Like I really, you know what I'm saying, be rapping in my free time. Just I ain't really never, you know what I mean. I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking for myself. I
I
never
get
made no
high
money.
like Keon Johnson. Nah,
I never made no money off rap, but I still love to do it. I feel it. I love it. What you want me to tell you? You know what I'm saying? It's like that movie, you know what I'm saying? Not the love it hip not love it basketball, the other one. Brown with Tay Diggs, it's not late.
with that, I know what
The
you
brown
talk about.
sugar. Brown
Brown
sugar.
sugar with the
Does it
rapid Dalmatians.
now well most death was in it?
Yeah, you don't remember Ren and Ten, the rapping Dalmatians? They was the
Oh
funniest
Brennan.
shit in that movie.
Oh
It was the
yeah.
two white boys they was running around in the denim jean suits that looked like Dalmatians though. And
Yeah.
they were just like a parody of the rappers with gimmicks and shit like that that the labels be signing. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh I was gonna call a game. What you wanted to get into though?
I'm
Shout
watching
your
the
show
game
out
right now.
for give them a quick commercial.
Oh,
Oh
shout out
word?
to a
Okay.
different show where every week is a different show. Me and my bro D Rock, the other half of a different world. We got a show that goes down on Instagram Live every week. We try to expand it to multiple platforms, but right now we only on Instagram Live. So follow my Instagram at This Is J for info and stream a different world music. Stream This Is J music. Word.
Yo, and
And
also
I
this
see
is
the
a
stream. I see people streaming it. So keep streaming it. Keep doing that.
yeah. Yo, and this is an unofficial play-by-play. We may or may not be talking about the game through the first three quarters, but in that fourth quarter, oh, I got you. I'm gonna hold it down. And I'm telling y'all, I'm being strict with being a content creator. At that 1 minute 59 minute mark, I'm cutting this show so I could clip up the content. Last show, I clipped it up. I put the shorts out. Y'all can check for shorts. Your favorite panelists might be up there. It might be Big Fan Breezy. It might be Ice. It might be Jay. It might be Leaf. It might be LBL. It might be a plethora of different content creators. Now I'm saying that'll pull up and you know talk basketball with us.
I
So
feel like I'd be one of the
shoot
most
for those
hated.
shorts. Because I know
Um,
it's a lot that. Hold on, I just want to say it's a lot to ask to listen to an entire podcast. But if y'all might though, if y'all listen to the shorts first, go ahead, Jay.
I was just saying. I feel like I might be one of the most hated. I be having niggas do not be liking the shit I be saying.
When we get popular with the shorts, when they start being in more rotation,
Let's
well, you
see.
know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
see who got the wild takes and this and that.
the
But
whole
we gotta
Nets
let each other
world could
finish.
hear it.
We gotta
I
let
mean,
each other finish what we saying. We can't be, you know what I mean, yelling over each other and all that.
the whole Nets world got to hear it, man. Maybe it's just this group of Nets fans don't be liking my takes. So maybe once the whole Nets world hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But word though, did you see the shit I sent you with Brandon Jennings and Pat Bev?
Yeah, I wanted to get into that. Talk to me, Jay. What happened?
This shit is getting heated, man.
Mm,
Brandon Jennings, they supposed to be doing this tournament and they don't want to let Pat Bev play. I was telling you yesterday because he ain't scored 10 points. He ain't averaged 10 points in the NBA.
mhm.
But
Damn.
apparently him and Brandon Jennings was going back and forth on Gil's show. Well, I don't know if it was a show or if they do a live or something like that because it looked like they was on live. But
Mm-hmm.
they was just talking hella shit back and forth, and then Pat Bev was like, "Yo, but I average more the same as you in the playoffs." Know what I mean? And I'm
Mm,
a 13-year starter, and I got a
mm,
pension. Know what I mean? You ain't got no
mm,
pension. Know what I mean?
He
He
took it there.
he was talking shit to him, but Brandon Jennings just still was saying, "So what? I ain't playing nobody that ain't average 10 points. I'm talking about the real bucket getters, not role players." He's like, "I played my role. That's why I stayed in the NBA. You know what I mean? I
Mm,
played my role." But
mm,
and that goes back to what I was saying last night, just about if you do things that the coaches want you to do, you could get more minutes. Even if you think you a certified bucket, maybe they not looking for a certified bucket right now. They looking for somebody who played a role. And Pat Bev did his best to play the role.
mm,
And but all I'm saying is, I feel like Brandon Jennings is scared to play him because that's what it
mm,
sounds like to me. Like all the excuses, it sounds
mm.
like Brandon Jennings was just scared to play him.
You
He
know
don't
what's
he don't want
interesting
to
is like,
lose to a nigga that
yeah,
didn't average 10 points.
right. And my thing is the buzz around the next chapter in the 1v1s. It's dope. I was even tapping into it like just on my own interest without me really even trying to consecrate. Not that I wouldn't, like I would interview those players and all of that. So y'all can send them this clip and all of that. Shout the next chapter. But that being said, I will reach out and all. But case in point, without me being a content creator, just loving the one-on-one part of basketball. You know what I'm saying? And seeing what it takes, like how many dribbles, like the jab work, the shoulder work, like all of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's part of the game, and you know what I'm saying. I can appreciate it. So I watched the one-on-ones. I watched the next chapters and all of that. And I think it is dope, though, Jay, that it's gonna have we're gonna have podcasters that really hoop in the NBA versus each other. Like, nah, I ain't done.
Yeah, we
Like, I can
already got
still
one.
play.
Pandemic P.
What? What you mean?
Pod, you said we gonna have podcasters in the NBA that really hoop. I said we already got one. Paul George.
No, 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 no. I'm talking
He's a
about what?
podcaster at this point. He's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, no, no. But I'm talking about not that. I'm talking about retired NBA players that still will hoop. Like you can't talk this shit to me on your podcast because you ain't in the NBA. We could play in real life. And next chapter is a real respectable show, real respectable league. They go across states. You representing states. You know how dudes in back in the day they used to represent parks. Like yo, you
Yeah.
go to the park. The nicest one in that park is so and so. That's a real. That was a real scenario and when I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Or were you going to that park? You know who be in there? Yo, yeah, nobody be in that dude in there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as a competitor, they be like, "What? Nah, I'm going in there. Like I'm finna compete." You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, it is what it is, man. I'm not. Come on, man.
Nah, low key, I respect the next chapter. I do. But I don't need it to be the next chapter or a league. Anybody who turn on a hoop and turn on the camera and get in front of the camera and start hooping 1v1, me, I'll fuck around and watch it. See what you got going on there. Because I be watching a lot of basketball content creators, Jessa and them dudes with the Bucket Squad. I be watching Jenna Bandy and her shit. The other dude, Chris Staples, the dude that be doing all the dunks and shit. But out of Jordan Kilgannon, I be watching his dunks and shit too. Uh, but it's if you hooping on the internet, I watch it personally. Now, I mean, I forgot my other little man. It's a young kid that his whole like YouTube shit is he find like rappers or underground rappers and go play them 1-on-1 for bread in the park. And I mean, and sometimes I think it was Dusty Locane who asked better him and didn't pay him, but that shit kind of made him go up in views and shit because people was like it was fucked up that Dusty asked better. But I fuck if you playing 1-on-1, I'll watch you play, man.
Yeah, I
It's
think
interesting
NBA.
content, even when it's bad. I feel like it's funny.
Hmm. And again, what's interesting too is, and I don't know if I'm saying this right. So, these content creators, they could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Low was part of the reason why all of these one-on-ones started between, um, these NBA podcasters, these NBA retired players. And I think it was because he said something about the '09 draft class or something. I should recap that shit. That shit is some interesting shit. Because I had said it, but I didn't say it in that way. I didn't know, and I'm glad it happened. But I was saying it because I wanted Mikal Bridges to be a one-on-one player when he was a Brooklyn Nets player. And I was like, yo, he don't know how he can't play above the 3-point line if he can't dribble. In the off season, since he don't never stop playing basketball, he need to go work on his handle. Like I wasn't coming at him. I was fending for him because he was on the team, and that's
Oh
how I mentioned the next chapter in the 1v1s. But I ain't never think podcasters be going at it like this. This is tough.
yeah, you just reminded me of another thing I was thinking about. What Brandon Jennings said. He's like, "Yo, I want to play the bucket getters. I don't want to play the defenders, the role
Mm.
players." But it's like basketball ain't just about scoring. It's about stopping people from scoring too. So why you want to play people that don't play defense?
Nah,
Mhm.
he
Listen,
trying to say
I think
he
he
trying to
is
say Pat
ducking.
Bev.
Yo, turn your
Hold
You
up,
mic
know what I
up.
mean?
Turn your
A lot
mic
of
up, Ice.
hold up. You got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah, it's
said
better.
he trying to say Pat Bev born. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to see offense.
Nah, he's
'Cause he,
capping though,
he
bro. He's capping because I seen Pat Bev playing in the Euro League on that Jewish team, and he was
Mhm.
going crazy.
When the
he can
last
hoop.
time Brandon Jennings was hooping? When the last
He was
time he
just
was?
playing his role in the NBA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I ain't see Brandon Jennings play basketball in a minute. Like when he played.
Cause yeah, he ain't been playing. But Pat Bev in high school was a scorer. If y'all ain't know that,
Yeah, that's
Pat
what I'm
Bev.
I
saying.
did know that. Yeah, they said he
Yeah,
averaged 38 in high school or some wild shit.
yeah, he's a scorer. Because he didn't do
Yeah,
it in the NBA. He like, nah, bro, you ain't that type competition, which is wild, bro.
Brandon Jennings is scared, bro. He
That's
don't
what
want
they
to.
say.
He don't want to
That's what
lose
the
to
streets
Pat
say.
Bev.
That's what the streets say. The
And
streets
and
talk.
and and I forgot to even say Pat Bev's put up 100 grand personally, and it don't
mm,
even seem like Brandon Jennings got 100 grand because Gil said he'll put up the 100 grand for Brandon Jennings,
mm.
and he
See, you
Yeah,
still was
come
like, "Nah, I'm not playing nobody who don't average 10 points. Get the fuck
see
out of here,
like
man."
like okay. Let me make a prime example. Like let me slow it down for y'all to understand. Remember, there was a misunderstanding with John and Jay where Johns had a wild take about Kaminga and giving them bread, which is one of the shorts. Check out the shorts. So Jay
yeah.
said, "Why would you give him bread? His own team won't even let him get no minutes, right? And this and that." And John left for whatever reason, but we thought it's because he ain't want to respond to Jay. Now, I'm saying that's a misunderstanding. And
Yeah.
John is still comfortable coming back on the podcast because
Uh,
it wasn't like that. It was just a misunderstanding. Now, in contrast, if Brandon Jennings took all of that shit and then get his ass whipped by Pat Beverly, for one, Pat Beverly ain't a gentleman about it. He gonna let you know about it any chance he get. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? And I don't think Brandon Jennings has the podcast I get moxie to stay on the podcast if Pat Beverly give him that work. Now, obviously, if Brandon Jennings wins, he could be, he gonna come on the podcast, he comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But if he lose the Pat Bev, I don't think he wants to risk it. And what I'm saying as a
Mm,
fan and a competitor,
mm,
I want to see you risk it. Risk it.
yeah.
What's the worst that can happen, bro? You're just gonna spark it more, and it's gonna be more fun for basketball. Like, what could possibly go wrong, bro? It's real
It,
shit. Let me say this, bro.
nah,
It's real shit happening in the world. Real. Now I'm saying wild shit happening. Like you, this house, this don't stop your bag. This will make your bag grow. If you're looking at it in the financial and brands and this and that, like I know you ain't scared of Pat Bev offense. Why the fans can't get that? Get the fans that.
Cause he
Come
want
on,
to play
man.
lemon pepper Lou. But here's the thing though, he gotta go on Gil's show every day.
But
You know what I
that was
mean? Gil,
look. That
Gil
was
ain't gonna
another
let Gil.
point. That was another point that Bev brought up about Lemon Pepper Lou. He's like, you want to play Lou Will? He came off the bench after me on two teams that I played on. And the
Yo,
other dude that you mentioned and you wanted to play, I took his spot. I'm the reason why he's not in the NBA. So how you say you
yo,
don't
Mm,
want to play me? But go ahead,
mm.
Ice.
yeah,
That's
but
context. Appreciate it.
he got to sit on he got to sit on Gil podcast every day, bro. You know Gil ain't gonna let that shit go. He lose to Pat Bev, bro. B- He, Gil gonna be on it every day. Then McCann's gonna tag team, and he gonna sit there quiet. He be sitting there quiet, bro. You know what I'm saying? He gotta live with the laws, and Gil not gonna let it go. He gonna blow it up even bigger than it is right now.
Yeah. Brandon Jennings scared, bro. Like and I'm not even really familiar with his game that much, so I don't know if he could beat Pat Bev. He might could, but what I'm saying is the way he was talking and the body language and the way he turned down 100,000 so easily. Because if you feel like you could bust a nigga ass, 100,000 ain't not, yeah, let me get that. Especially if Pat Bev, if you talking about you ain't got no pension and all of this shit, 100,000 for a quick game of basketball, you know you gonna win. That sounds like
Yeah,
easy money to me.
but see, Brandon Jennings' offense is nice. He can hoop, but because we don't see Pat Bev offense, we seen him defensively. Unless you watch them overseas or seen his highlights or something, most people don't know Pat Bev got offense. You know what I'm saying? They think he's just a lockdown dude, gonna play tough defense and that's it. Like, nah, Pat can hoop though, offensively. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, but Brandon ain't with it. He might be scared. The street saying he's scared now. So, you know what I mean? BJ and Brandon Jennings, what are you gonna do when Pat Bev run down on you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Yeah.
He gonna
I
start
think it
talking
helped
that he ain't
basketball,
average
man.
10
It just
points.
make it better. And at the end of the day, again, it shows the interest in podcasting. You know what I'm saying? These players on the court, they talk a lot of shit. You know, basketball is an emotional game. You know what I'm saying? You could get your feelings hurt or you could build your pride. You got to
right,
get up more times than you fall down. It's a game of strength. It's a game of persistency, consistency. You know, you're going to be down. You got to understand what do you do in the face of defeat? Do you fight back? Do you push back? Do you give up? Like these NBA players, they got a lot with them, and they be wanting to talk their shit. Trust
right.
me, when Draymond Green heard about podcasting, bro, he probably smiled ear to ear. You know what I'm saying? Some of these NBA players, you gotta let them talk. And I know I said that I don't think they should be talking, and I meant that in the during the season. Like if Draymond got enough time to be talking, if he lose, it just look bad on him. Like you wasn't focused. You ready to come and chat and like what is there to talk about? Lock in. Like
Now,
why you
Oh,
coming to or
I'm
maybe
sorry, I disagree.
but the fans might wanna hear that. So I don't know. What am I saying?
Bro, you cannot do that to people. That's like saying a normal nigga can't have a podcast after he get off work. You have a bad day at work, now you can't go home and podcast. Get the fuck out of
yo,
here.
nah,
That's
but
not the
with Draymond,
same.
It's the
Draymond,
exact same.
yeah, it is the
Hold
same. But
on.
Draymond said that he got his ass whooped in a game or something. He didn't say it like, "Oh, we got torched." You know what I'm saying? Like we got. He'll go on there and say that.
Listen, you have the freedom, yes. But
Is it
my
in
thing
bad
is
taste?
if you got enough if you like for instance Theo Pinson, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, it makes sense for him to have a podcast. He was in the NBA, but he wasn't really that good, but he's somebody like a reliable source. Like you probably seen a lot of stuff, heard heard a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I used to tap into his podcast, you know what I mean? Like Podcast P. He just got one of the biggest contracts. I'm not trying to hear you chat about it. You should be in the gym, and then you wasn't even playing. And then yo, Jay. What I'm saying is this: the freedom I agree with, but do not look do not look at those podcasters, Jalen, like all any of these NBA podcasters that's active in the NBA, like they not enjoying themselves, loving the podcast life. They could get comfortable here.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Shannon Sharp, but Shannon Sharp different. He ain't in the, you know what I'm saying, NFL. He done retired when this opportunity came. You feel what
It's
I'm
different
saying?
time though. Different time,
Hold,
Breeze.
hold on, you trying to
Shannon,
tell? So what I'm saying is, and again, I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to say this because I know this is too crazy. I know that the NBA money and the podcast money ain't the same. I know it ain't. It cannot be. It's no way
uh,
possible that it could be. But I do know that you could make a profit if you get, you know what I'm saying, brand deals and this and that. I imagine business is lucrative, but I don't know. I don't know.
Man, if one of these NBA players want to turn on their fucking phone for 2 hours and get fucking some Instagram clips through AI on StreamYard, I'm not mad at them, bro.
No,
Like,
but do
how
you
can you?
question their seriousness to the game instead of being mad at
no,
them?
oh,
Do you question
It's
their
mad other
desire
time in the
to
day
win?
for them. It's mad
Jimmy,
other time in the day for them to work out, bro. They could work out, do all of that shit in fucking podcasts, and I
Stop!
yeah,
understand,
They don't be in their living room. They be having whole productions and studio sets. They
bro.
gotta drive there. They
They
gotta
got
drive back.
no all that shit be in their
Whole
crib,
time they could
bro.
be working on their art.
Bro, they got money. All
nah,
that shit is in the other room. Like they in it's in
oh,
the crib.
right, right. Nah, PG at the end of his lifeline in the NBA, bro. Like PG time is, you know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
about to be done. It's only him and Gordon Hayward left in his draft class, bro. Like he ain't got that much hoop left in him. You know what I'm saying? He good.
I was saying the same thing about
Ultimately,
Jared McCain, man. Like everybody was mad at his little TikToks and shit. Let the nigga shoot TikToks and shit. He out there hooping. His TikToks is probably making the team more famous because
Hold on.
all these little kids like
He gave
yeah,
us 30. Yo,
right.
he gave us 30 though. And still TikToking. Go ahead.
And if he could TikTok, then that means you can't tell motherfucking PG, a veteran, that he can't podcast. And I'm saying the team, not you personally.
listen, that's where
But
me and you disagree. I'm not saying permission. Like they don't need permission. But as a fan, I question your desire. All of the he's and ha-has and
Nah,
high
bro.
fives and welcome my special guest.
so you just
You just
wanted to be
having the
all his
time of
life.
your life. The team is losing. The fans is wondering what's this guy going to do? Is he somewhere practice, focus, meditating on how to get the win? No, he chatting. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, you have that option to do that, but I question your passion and desire.
Nah, because they already got their breeze. They're already
Bro.
Paul
there.
George. So
This
y'all,
the
All right.
same. This the same argument we was having about Kyrie. Then about Kyrie taking a couple days off to go to his sister party. I didn't really care that he had a party to go to, bro. Like I done took days off of work to go somewhere. And they
Facts,
ain't know
Jay.
where I was going. I just told them, yo, I needed the day off because I was sick, and I'm at the
Right.
party. It's not
Yeah,
that big a
facts.
deal. It's work for them niggas. Like, and for me, it's entertainment. I'm watching it, but I know for them, like they love the game, but at the end of the day, it's a job, and so family gonna come before a job 90
Yeah.
times out of 10.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Right.
not mad at Kyrie for going. It was during the vaccine, so I understood. Like, family is important. You want to be close to family in a time like this. I wasn't even mad, but bring context. Kyrie went missing for days.
I'm
It
just
wasn't
saying.
like it
I'm
was.
just
No, hold on, no. You said it like it was just that one day. No, it just everybody was wondering where's Kyrie. And then the next time you seen him, he was in the party chilling. He was in the party. And then like, I'm
Damn.
not mad at him. When I seen him at the party, I said, turn up, young man. But the thing is, no, that's not the same thing.
Why
I
not?
didn't question Kyrie's desire after the whole vaccine situation and wanting to be close to family. He was
People
stressing.
did though. You don't think people
No,
was questioning his desire to play basketball at that point? I feel
facts.
like the
Yeah,
whole
they
media
was.
was.
They was. But Breezy, he got a podcast now. Basically, he be gaming and
But
talking.
he not in he hurt. I respect that. I'm gonna
Nah,
tap
man, he
in.
got. So hold on, Breezy. He don't gotta be.
I'm gonna
He
tap
don't
in.
gotta be rehabbing. He don't gotta be rehabbing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
He
He
just
Nah,
he
be
nah,
he
saying
don't
the
he not
same
supposed to
thing.
be
So
working on this shit all day, every day, so he could get back on the court faster for the team.
yeah,
no.
Look, his
Kyrie,
team playing right
Kyrie,
now.
yeah.
Where Kyrie at? Podcasting?
right. He ain't
He
on
need
the
to be in
bench.
the gym.
right.
He need to be on the sideline cheering his niggas on. and,
Fact.
and on the treadmill in the side.
On the bike.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild funny.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I hope he's somewhere relaxing watching the game with his foot up, man.
Yo,
Facts,
Nah,
man.
where's this at? In Sacramento?
Hold
I
on.
was. I had it on a second ago.
Yeah,
The
yeah, they in
game,
Sacramento. Yeah, I was about to say if it's a home game, he probably gonna pull up to
yeah,
the game. Unless he done left Dallas if he don't live there.
nah. He probably home. I doubt he flew all the way out there. You know, he be saging arenas and shit. So
Word. Get the evil spirits out.
right,
Uh,
probably stay home. I mean, with a sage. All that.
Yo, did y'all see Miami dominate? We got to give Miami some respect. Know what I mean, where's
yeah.
Big Tone at? Because we all counted Miami out in that game. Well, I know I did. And the announcers made me feel stupid for counting them out because apparently Miami has eliminated them from the play-in in the last 3 years in a row.
Word.
So that's what they said. That Miami has eliminated the Bulls in the play-in the last 3 years in a row. The
I
Bulls
didn't know
fans was
that.
tight. They was in there booing. They left early. They was mad.
They ain't had no answer. They ain't had no answer. Andrew Wiggins was hooping. Yo,
They
he
kept
was
I
getting it
hooping in
down
there.
to like 12. They got it to 12 a couple times. And I feel like if you get it to 12, you could that's 6 buckets. You know what I mean?
Yo,
But
and again, you know what was the most interesting part, which I always bring it back to the Brooklyn Nets. You know how I go. They said the reason why they gave him that belt to ass is because Spoelstra put Bam on Giddy. Stop all that playmaking and all of that. You ain't doing none of that in that first half. Serious.
shit.
And Hero, I heard he did a lot of the scoring.
Yo,
Oh,
Hero was on fire. He started out like seven
right.
for seven, I think.
Yeah, it
He had
was.
38.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
yo,
seven for
I don't know if
7.
y'all
Like,
know that song from the commercial. I need a hero. I think he was hearing that shit in his head while he while he was hooping.
Word.
he was balling. He was balling. Definitely putting up buckets. I was watching. I was like 7 for 7. Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
y'all in for a long game. He hot.
And it
Uh,
wasn't just like easy shots neither. He was taking some. Oh, yeah, at
Step
the
back.
end of the game, did y'all see THT start heating up though?
Nah, I
yeah,
ain't catch the end.
I seen THT did a spin around 3 pointer. I said
Bro, I said,
they said
what
that it was a two. I said I
is
thought it was a two. Damn, it was a three.
Yo, and it was like last second on the clock. He did a couple moves. He surveyed the floor, found out he couldn't pass it to nobody. Hit him with the shimmy, spin around, long 2 pointer. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, he's cooking. And then he came back down, hit another three after that. I'm like, oh shit, they got THT out here hooked, hooping.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, hooping.
Straight open.
But
What?
see, that's what I be saying about this, bro. If they do a one-on-one tournament in the NBA, bro, somebody is gonna win that people do not expect to win. Like it'll be THT, Dimwitty, or somebody is gonna cook everybody in the NBA, and people's gonna be tight.
Kyrie did the interview about it. I watched his podcast. He did
Yeah.
an interview about it, and he was saying that they be protecting their brands and all of that, and there's gonna be a lot of players that don't want to do it because they're protecting their brands and whoop. And I think I had an episode of that here, or
I
maybe I
don't think
watched it
it'll
on my phone.
bother nobody
Yeah,
brand
you did.
only because basketball
You
ain't a
remember that
one-on-one
episode,
sport.
Ice?
Yeah. Yep. It
Basketball,
might, Jay. It might. It might though, because look, you got some of them dudes get money outside, right? And you got they on another pedestal right now. They on podcasts. They're not NBA no more. They on podcasts. You know what I mean? So I don't know
yeah.
how much damage that'll do for you on a podcast or your branding outside the podcast. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Some could be in the league, some out the league. If you're in the league, then it could damage your brand. If, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, now all the young kids, like, oh, this dude trash, and you going viral on TikTok, boy, that's gonna
I
hurt.
think it. I think it's all upside, bro, because it'll just give light to the players that shine individually that maybe don't get light like that, right? And at the
Yeah.
same time, the NBA not an individual sport. So even if you are the best one-on-one player, you're not the best in the NBA because you have to learn how to play as a team. And if you can't make that translate to a team game, it is what it is. You are who you are. But we
You
do
know,
see who you are individually.
you know what else is interesting? That Jalen Brown went to the Big Three, and also if next chapter was to get involved with Big Three, like don't just get involved with the NBA, get involved with the Big Three too,
Mm-hmm.
because summer is coming. You know what I'm saying? Why stop the money? You know what I
What
mean? They could be
next
involved
chapter
both.
got something going on with the NBA?
They own entity. You feel what I'm saying? Like Kyrie is involved, and I imagine other NBA players is involved in next chapter. I'm not going to say who, but I'll go to it and see if we can find anything, pull something up. I think it's just a, they should do business. I think next chapter being they own company, they could do business with the big three and the NBA. Is that too much to ask?
Man, low key, the NBA is just trying to figure out how to capture the internet and the young fans properly. Because I see they be working with a lot of the basketball, all of the basketball creators that I was naming earlier, especially like Jessa and his people. They always getting all access passes or NBA players come on they stream and promote their own YouTubes and podcasts and stuff. So the NBA and the NBA players are just trying to improve their profile on the internet because they see that these influencers already got it figured out. So they like, how can we get a piece of what they doing on the internet and keep relevant with their young fans or whatever their audience is?
I had said this too. I feel like because the internet became an interactive audience, as in super chats. Like you could watch ESPN growing up. I watched ESPN growing up, and you couldn't interact from the TV. Like it's just
Right.
the show, and that's what it is. The energy of interacting between the fan that's just tuning in and that connection of being able to ask a question in live right now while we talking. I mean, y'all could send a super chat. I wasn't building all of that for y'all to send a super chat. And as a matter of fact, if y'all gonna do anything, hit the cash app. But I don't want y'all to think I'm saying all of that just to say hit my cash app. I don't want to sound like a fake preacher in the hood and shit like that. Joking, allegedly.
All
You
right,
know what I'm
Marvin Sapp.
saying? Right.
Nobody
Close the
leaving
door.
here till I get
Close
a
the
donation.
doors. Hold on. Let me bring it back. Basically, what I'm saying is that hold on, what was I saying? I want to lose my train of thought. Basically, what was I saying?
Damn, this
Oh,
league done got out of control.
the interactive community that fans could actually connect with you and talk with you in real time while y'all talking the sport. Because a lot of fans got their own ideas or own opinions. So
Yeah.
to have the conversation is that interactive energy that I'm talking about. between when you didn't have it between the television and people. You know what I'm saying? So that interactive energy is why they have to transition over to
Mhm.
what the internet is doing. I would say
Oh
we,
shit!
but yeah, like us, just content creators on the internet. You know what
Y'all seen that block just now?
Nah, I ain't
I
even
mean?
on
Nah,
it
I was
no
just
more.
talking to you.
Gee
Talking to
Louise. Gaffer just caught a monster block, and Dallas is now smoking fucking.
yeah,
I
Mm.
don't even remember these niggas' name. What's their name? The Kings. Oh
the
yeah.
king, the the
Beans,
44, the
beans,
They are
44.
getting smacked right now
like
and
the beans. You
dominated.
know what I'm saying? Like
They
the
are
beans.
See,
right.
this is what I'm saying about shot creation. Y'all be mad at me, but again, if you got DeRozan, Zach Levine, and Sabonis, and y'all only got 19 points, yeah, they wrong for letting them get 44 points. That's for sure. But
Are they?
19 points is ridiculous. Like y'all supposed to be able to generate between those three players. They supposed to be able to generate more points than that. That's a fact.
They putting the clamps
Yeah,
on them dudes. Clamps.
but Zach knew to that
Right.
team, and Demar kind of knew. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. But all they centers back for the Mavs too. They got all they centers
What up,
back, so
Tony?
that makes a big difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. If again to reiterate, if there was a one-on-one situation that I wanted to see, it would be Bam versus Sabonis or some shit like that. I want to see.
I want
Um,
I want to see every team have a one-on-one tournament on their team, and whoever win the team tournament got to represent their team at the All-Star game for the one-on-ones.
nah, that's too
That's
much.
tough. Yeah, that's
Because
tough.
I don't want to see Donovan Mitchell versus Evan Mobley. Like
They,
that's
well,
That's
they,
crazy.
why not?
because the position. I want to see Donovan
So,
Mitchell versus Curry.
so what?
Show me
But
Donovan Mitchell versus
then,
Steph Curry.
then that means Donovan Mitchell and Curry got to make it off their team to get to the tournament.
Nah, cause then
I want to see
yo,
that guard
cause
versus guard
cause like
matchup.
you're gonna end up playing like dudes like Katie and Luca. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You gonna and one of them gonna end up off their team, and then you got Evan Mobley trying to guard Luca all day or KD like toast bread. You know what I'm saying? Texas toast.
Yo, I'm not even I'm not even convinced that these dudes is gonna make it off their team
Mm.
to get into the tournament. You just automatically placing them there. Steph Curry might not make it off his team. Just like
It's
when
LeBron or Luca.
I think he will, but maybe not. Maybe what's that dude named Guy Sanchez might cook everybody.
Oh, off the bench. Yo.
Yo, bro,
I mean,
I'm just
that could be
saying
true.
because I saw that they did it in Dallas and Kyrie won the tournament on his team.
Uh,
But I don't know, that would be ill to me. I because I don't care about the positions as much. Besides the fact if a dude is gonna be like corny and just back him down and dunk 7 times in a row, I don't want to see that. But
oh
somebody
really?
Right,
got to
like I
stop it.
want to, I might want to
Somebody
see
got to
Shaq
stop it.
versus
Then
Kobe if there was an opportunity for that. Like
you say you
I
wouldn't
would
want
want
to
to
see
see
Shaq
Jordan
versus
versus
Kobe.
Pippen. I would want to see Jordan versus Pippen. I wouldn't want to see Kobe versus Shaq. No, I would want to see.
I would. That's you bugging.
T Mac versus Kobe.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
of
they
course,
was
of
never.
course, of course. But he talking just about the contrast in positions because a
Yeah,
big guy might just abuse his height. But I don't
yeah,
think that's necessarily true.
yeah. It is.
But
It is.
are you asking me? Do I want to see it? No, no.
So
I
you
want to
telling me
see.
if tomorrow night AI and Shaq just said they was going to do a one-on-one on YouTube, you just got other things to do.
Yeah, I do.
I'm saying I'm trying to get the hot
Because
channel.
because look,
I'm not paying no pay per view.
nah,
I'm watching AI versus Shaq tomorrow. I got
nah,
nothing else to
Yeah,
do.
but that's you giving. That's an ultimatum. You only giving me one option. If
Yeah,
it was
I'm
a
just saying because you
if it was
saying
a
you don't want to
no,
see it.
let's keep it real. If it was a real option to see, let's say Donovan Mitchell versus Curry, or Bam versus Jokic. That's two real options. That's a big man versus a big man, or a guard versus a guard. I'd rather see position versus position.
Yeah, because you got to think like if AI missed, like the game is over, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like
Nah,
if
nah,
he misses a shot, back down time because Shaq can go and mess around with AI, chasing AI all over the court, doing all that extra shit post game. Let's get this over quick. You know what I mean? I don't got time.
yo, who was? I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
It was somebody that did an interview that said they never lost to Kobe. It was one of Kobe teammates. I'm sure y'all seen the clip going around. It was, who was it? I think maybe it was Paul Gasol. It was a white guy, but he's like, yeah, I never lost to Kobe because Kobe was fronting like he never lost the 1-on-1, and they pulled up a clip of him. He's like, yeah, I got it on tape of Kobe admitting that he loses to me. But it was one of the OGs on the Lakers when he was over there. Damn.
I think I remember seeing something like that.
But
But
I'm
I
just
think
saying that it ain't a guarantee that the star would be the best 1-on-1 player on the team anyway.
no, I'm not saying that. But if y'all just tuning in, I'll see it's 12 people watching. Hit the like button. Um, the Heat belt their ass to the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls never had the lead. Wire to wire. I mean, they had
Well,
nothing for Hero. No mustard,
nothing.
no tomatoes, no ketchup, no pickles.
Nigga
Right? He had
And
his
nothing.
bread toasted out there. You know what I'm saying?
said they had nothing for Hero. That's funny.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? My man
38.
took time and made a sandwich out there. Facts.
Well, the Mavericks making a sandwich fit for a king right now. 'Cause
Or
Yeah, I mean, yo, yeah, but that beat
it's
freeze, I
71-48
was
at
trying,
halftime.
I was trying to get my laptop together, but yeah, that beat fire. We gonna we gonna put something down for that. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I was gonna start the show at 10 o'clock. I said, you know what I'm saying? Let me spin sparks. Let me see what's going on with this, man. Yeah, I put it on. I started with like 4 bars. I got like 8 bars. But I want to keep going because you sent me a whole 3 minutes. So it's like I mean,
What you
how
wanted
many?
him to send you just 45 seconds for your part?
Right.
Like from start, like what you
Yeah,
he
you
sent you
No,
the
I'm
beat.
saying
Like,
like I don't because
yo,
my thing is how long is
send
the
me my
song
part,
gonna
bro.
be? Like,
Send
because
me
I'm
20
gonna just
seconds. Let me
continue
get right.
20,
yo.
two, 3. It's gonna be two verses with 2 16s, 2 8s. What we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Because
you keep
again,
asking that
I'm
question. Write what you write. He said
Yeah.
that already. Write what you
My
write.
verse is short. Yeah, right. What you right. I got like
okay.
8 bars and I'm good. I got the hook. I got the bridge. I got like 8 bars and whatever.
I
We gonna
What
told
you
Jay
figure it
that
out.
was a bridge. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? However we work it out, we work it out. It don't matter. Bars don't matter. Verse don't matter how long it is. You know what I'm saying? We got
Mhm.
3 minutes to make it work.
and an engineer could loop the beat and make it longer or shorter or put drops in it,
Yeah.
add effects, all sorts of things. You never know.
Whatever.
Just
Yeah.
just
Whatever's
write your
needed or
part.
unnecessary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's fire, we good. You know what I mean? It's
Anthem.
gonna be fire. I already know. It's gonna be fire.
Anthem. We go to the DJ. Me and Jay, we went to the DJ before. Jay went there more times than me, but we went to the DJ. I went to the DJ to myself, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You gonna play that song? If we come with another song, he be like, damn, man, we gotta play these guys. We gotta give these guys a chance. He got another Brooklyn Nets song. You
I'm
gotta
telling you.
realize, I think we
It's
apply
different.
pressure because the
It's
songs is
different in
tough
flow.
though. It's not like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm really, and then they ain't even never heard Ice before. You know what I'm saying? They heard us.
Yeah.
They probably like what Ice spit. You know what I'm saying? Like more than what we spit. And then we get
Keep
on
it
because they
basic.
like Ice first. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to get on. You know what I mean?
Keep it
All right.
basic, man. Get the fans involved. You gotta get the fans involved. You straight. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Jay got to put the video together. Dennis Milton said still waiting on the video.
Nets
Still
fans is the
waiting.
best fans. The mixtape, man, coming soon.
Best thing.
Mhm.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
This
say we
this would
gonna
be
see.
on a mixtape. We would have to.
Look out for my solo single, Keon Johnson.
Mhm.
I get high like Keon.
Yeah, we finna drop this joint. It's finna be hot. You know what I mean? Nets fans, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Anthem coming. Don't forget, Breezy called me out. So I got the anthem. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Yo, yo,
that,
you keep saying he called you. I think he gonna have a breezy diss on this song. He
Nah,
gonna
nah.
diss you too, Breeze. He gonna do you like Ti did
Uh,
Ludacris.
Lou-
Diss you and say he gonna put your verse and then come last. Like your and Breezy called me out for the anthem, so I had to hand him,
nah, I'm just letting the fans know. You
get
know
it
what
to
I'm
him and
saying?
Jay in
We
tandem.
working. I'm
yeah.
working. We working over here. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yo, it's so funny how it happened though. Is because Easy he said that I'm a Cam Thomas fan, not a Brooklyn Nets fan. So I
Mm,
took offense to that. Like, yo, I had a whole song from Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, and Joe Harris in the bars that I was spitting.
that's
How
true.
dare
That's a
how
fact.
dare you? You know what I mean? So I was upset because he didn't know my resume. But it's there to take a look at. All you gotta do is go scroll down my page and see what I've been getting into for the last how long I've been on YouTube?
But
3 seasons, two, three
bro, that's
seasons.
why I be telling you sometimes you gotta do a re-education in the fans because you got mad new fans that don't know all of the lore of shit that has happened in the past. So sometimes you gotta re-bring up shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying now, Jay. I'm just letting the fans know. Breezy called me out. I ain't got no anthem. It's on. It's on the way. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So okay. So let me finish the story. So he called me out and said that. So I was like, "Yo, yeah, I had spit all of these different players in one of my verses already. You talking about I'm a Cam Thomas fan? I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan. I'm just nice, nice like that." So
Right,
you know
right,
what I
right.
mean? Then I was like, "Oh, and you got Iceman laughing in the chat, laughing like it's funny. Iceman ain't got no anthem."
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you said it
Did I?
like
Yeah.
that? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what
Then
he said though.
I said, Leaf ain't got no anthem. Easy, y'all ain't got no anthem. Y'all ain't putting on like me. Y'all trying to go against Breeze. I felt like Denzel in Training Day. I say, you motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I ain't get shot in the ass. But the fact that he questioned my net fanhood, I felt the need to remind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole Brooklyn Nets anthem. Who else doing that?
Right.
Respectfully, we about to do a Nets fan mixtape. I take things like that seriously. Who doing? Who did that already? We innovators,
Nobody.
man. We content creators. We creating content.
Yeah. Facts.
That's a
Anthem on the
fact.
way.
I don't. I want
Yeah.
to. What I'm saying is to know my worth and know what I got going on before somebody tell me or try to put a dollar to it. I
Right.
know what I'm doing. I know what. I know what's happening. I know. You know what I'm saying. The work. I know. I know. I do the work. Even if you don't get acknowledged, acknowledge yourself. That the that
Yeah.
acknowledge what
That's what
you
he.
are doing.
That's what he
Have self
said, Jay.
knowledge and self acknowledgement.
That's what he
You know what I'm
said, Jay. I
saying?
had to
Know your own
respond.
worth
You know
without
what I'm
somebody
saying?
telling you what it is.
I couldn't pull a J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? I had to respond, Jay.
Couldn't back down.
Nah, bro. I couldn't.
Yeah, he called you out.
Yeah, nah, yeah. That's why I got one coming. Hold up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me get to work.
Leaf might be holding that against me, even though Jay versus Fire, he had made a note to say it. Like it, he wasn't like it's just the way he said it. It wasn't like we was just in a conversation. I think he like said it like, yeah, your versus I was better than Jay shit. I'm
Yeah, he did say that.
like, yeah, why you gotta take it there? Like, I like Jay verse too, but why? We didn't even talk about Jay. We spoke on my verse for like 2 minutes. You didn't even say what you like about it. Know what I'm saying? But it's okay. You know what I mean?
Your verse better, bro.
Word. But yeah, man. Shout to Easy, man. Shout to Leaf. Yeah, man. I tried.
I
Gave me
personally like
good.
your verse, man.
Thank
I
you.
think
Thank
you had some bars in there. You know what I mean, it
Yeah.
took
you.
you like 12 months to write it, but it came
Yo.
out good eventually.
Yeah, nah, he did been send me that beat, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know the beat was up because I ain't listened to it at first because he sent it over the phone. So I just I don't know downplayed it, like I get around to it, but then like you know how you're just tired of the algorithm, just
Mhm.
tired of that shit. I put the beat on. I put the beat on. I was like, yo, this shit's tough. After I started writing to it, I was ready like in 2 days. And then honestly, I was ready like in probably up until I came to the studio because I was writing on my way there, trying to revise my shit, all that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah, man.
but it came out tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
nah,
I
for
mean?
sure.
This one finna
That's a
come out
bet,
tough
like a
too.
parlay on FanDuel, man.
Right. This one
But
finna come out tough
I want
too.
to
I
get
hope
that.
y'all fans know that this shit finna come out tough. Ain't no slacking over here. We ain't no I ain't no average rapper or nothing like that, bro. I'm beyond average. You heard?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so hold on, because I heard you say this before, and we never really got into it. And I guess I could do it. I could interview you. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
could talk about your music, whatever you got going on with your music, because I know
yeah,
that's what you was into before you was into sports and podcasts.
yeah. For sure. You know what I
Same as
mean?
me and Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
y'all
why it's
get a
like,
little
I mean, the mixtape makes sense, Jay. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie
get a
to you.
little background information
Yeah.
on the Eskimo. That's cool. I mean, upgrade the fans.
Mhm.
Right. We ain't got no basketball to watch. We might as well create some content for the team. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
Somebody
Fact.
got to be working. Know what I mean? They got
Yeah,
vacation right now.
Yeah.
fact.
You can make a mixtape
Oh
called
man,
Free
they
My
trying to
Johnson.
break
The first
Anthony
one is
Davis.
called I Ain't Going Back to the G League.
They came out the locker room with a new plan: break Anthony Davis.
What you mean?
Yeah.
He's
He,
down?
they just fouled him, and then he grabbed his knee as soon as he hit the floor.
Oh man.
All right,
So
I got the
he's
Wow.
game
up.
on now.
He,
Hold on, let me
he,
try to
he
get on play
now
by play for a little bit.
he's
I was
up
waiting for the
shooting free throws now, but I think the plan is to hack Anthony Davis. It seems like.
the play that I just seen, Anthony Davis. And again, I just started this play by play. This isn't, we just learning how to do all this. I mean,
Damn,
Anthony
you
Davis.
called Iceman out. Now you taking leaf job?
Yo.
Damn, this nigga
Oh
Breezy on
wow.
a rampage. Give him the Thanos glove.
Yo. Facts, Jay. I was just chilling.
Breezy is on a rampage. Because
Nah, those,
even when he retold the story right now, I thought he was gonna make himself look like the good guy. He still
Nah,
looks like
bro.
the villain.
Definitely wasn't, Jay. I was like, hold on, what? I ain't got no anthem. Hold on. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
Like it just sounded like you caught a wild stray out of nowhere. Like you were just sitting there in the comments. You ain't even say nothing. Somebody else said something. It's like nigga Iceman don't got no.
Right. I'm like, yo, all right, bet. I ain't got no anthem. That's all I heard, Breeze. I ain't hear nobody else name nothing. I ain't got no anthem. All right. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, all right. Nigga started Iceman on his villain arc.
Yeah. No words necessary.
I'm
All right. That's it.
crying,
You know
yo.
what I'm saying? Working on it.
Oh man.
Yo, that's mad funny though.
Nah, but that was the thing. That's when they was getting me frustrated. Hold it down, hold it down. Yo, a word, it's like that. Like,
Oh, you know what I said, Jay? You know what I said? I said, easy. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta do the you ain't
oh
gotta do the
yeah.
What was it?
It was a debate about who's a
Yeah, you
better
ain't gotta do
Brooklyn
the
Nets
debate, but
fan.
yeah, that's what I
Ice
said,
was the
man.
host.
You ain't gotta do
Ice
the
was the
debate.
judge of it. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
you gotta do it. Breezy ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna change his mind. You know what I'm saying? And oh, he's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Breezy's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going against my fanhood. You know what I'm saying? That's what got him
No.
hot. Then the next
Yeah.
day he
Oh
came
yeah.
on
Cause
a solo.
yo, Jay Ice was like no contest. Like easy. You ain't gotta say no more. Like just let him talk. I was tight. Like what? Scoffing at my attempt to show I'm the better Brooklyn Nets fan. I said, oh no, hell no. It's gonna be hell to pay. Like, nah, but my thing is, I'm glad this happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we got the song. Ice winning got the beat, and it's a dope beat. Like, we gonna
Right.
put
Know
the
what I
song
mean?
together.
You could turn the moment of chaos into a moment of clarity. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
it's like my background. You know what I'm
Shit from the
saying?
floor. Shit
Yo,
from the
so let
floor.
me ask y'all this question right now because I'm watching this game.
Yeah.
Is Derek Lively really better than Claxton for real?
That's what
Because
people
I
people
was
be
say. I
trying to
just
say that. I
watching.
don't know.
Can he create his own shot?
he
Don't really
can.
seem like
He
it.
just he can, but he don't. He do the same thing as Flax. He can shoot the three and everything,
Him and
Damn,
but he don't get
him
Anthony
the.
and,
Davis hit the fucking pylon. That shit looked like it hurt.
I just think the
He
only
got
thing I
right
see
up.
him
His
do
teammates helped him up.
better than Clax is like he's more. He won't go to the hook. Like if he go up, he go up strong like every time. And I think that makes the difference between him and Clax.
I just seen him like I he it seemed like he be doing a lot of the same moves that Clax be doing. That little weak ass hook shot. Uh it's just that he got somebody that's going to throw him a good lob, and he got
That's true.
multiple people that's going to throw him a good lob. Like I
Yeah,
feel like if you put Claxton in that same situation, he does the same exact thing as this kid.
that's what I said. But he also said he wants to master the paint before he start going back to shooting threes. He want to learn how to do everything in the paint first. You know what I'm saying? Be dominant in the paint before he start doing anything else. So he really don't show all he can do.
Yeah, see, they're saying in the chat, Lively can't shoot. All he do is dunks and defense. Him and Clax is basically the same player, but he just looked better because he playing next to stars. The same way Clax was looking when he was playing next to Katie and Kyrie.
Yeah. OKC in the first. Oh, yeah. That would be crazy. I don't know if they could do it though, because they ain't got Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? It'll be tough.
Well, they busting Sacramento ass right now.
Are
If,
they?
Da- if Dallas beat OKC, yeah, they up. I think it's
Yeah.
75-51.
Yeah. Anthony Davis just hit a three.
Mm, yeah,
That's tough. Playing games, people getting blown out early.
but so that means Dallas is gonna play who?
You know, I gotta look it up.
Because
In the chat, who does Dallas play next?
if Dallas win, they are what seed? They still got to play another playing game.
Yeah, I think they both. Yeah, they
Yeah,
play.
they
Yeah,
still got to play another playing game, and whoever out of them in Memphis, whoever
the
win
Grizzlies.
is gonna play OKC.
Damn, that's ooh.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play OKC though, but the Grizzlies or
They're gonna get smoked by OKC.
Dallas. Yeah, yeah, you ain't got enough.
Either
It's
one is
tough.
gonna get smoked. And I'm not even. I don't know if Anthony Davis gonna be able to stay healthy through a playoff run.
We gotta see. I don't know. We gotta see. He gonna need to if it's you know what I'm saying. If his team trying to advance.
Yeah, that's a fact. And because remember, Dallas went to the finals to the Western Conference Finals last year, so they got like they got some expectations to live up to, even though. they traded Luca, so that changes a lot of things. But
Yeah.
maybe not in their mind.
Maybe. Yeah. But they lost Kyrie too. They got Anthony Davis back, but they ain't got Kyrie though.
Right.
I'm saying. So
If
that
they had
that change.
had Kyrie, this is a whole different situation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they think Kyrie and AD is gonna be a tandem. I like to see it.
But mm,
It's tough.
who you think?
It's gonna be tough.
Who you think will win out of them and the Grizzlies, though?
The Grizzlies or hmm. That's another tough one. I might with all they centers, I might go with the Mavericks. I might go with the Mavs. I'm not sure about that, but I might go with the Mavs.
And why you said because of the centers?
Yeah, because they got three. They got Gafford, they got Lively, now they got AD on offense. I don't even know if Dinwiddie playing, but Dinwiddie's all right playing for them at times. But and they got Clay Thompson, so I think three centers and a wing like Clay, I think that's trouble. You know what I'm saying?
You
Memphis
don't
got
think?
centers too, but I think that's where their
You
strength
don't
is
think
at.
Edie, and who's the other center they got? Jaron Jackson Jr.
Yeah,
And
and they got Jay Huff too. He don't be playing all the time, but Jay Huff another center for them too. He said Grizzlies too. They on discipline. I got Dallas. That's what I say. I think Dallas might pull that game out.
all
Who you
right.
got?
I
Who you
don't
got?
know, man. I think I want to see Ja advance.
Uh
I want to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen. But that's what I'd like to see. I want to
huh.
see Ja versus SGA. That sounds like it'll be fun.
not, not for the Grizzlies, but yeah, you know what I mean. It'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I'm looking for the entertainment factor at this point. None of these, and like I said, I like OKC, and I felt like they gonna beat whoever this year. I feel like they took their bumps last year, but this could be another learning year for them. But I feel like it's not. I feel like they took their bumps last year and this their year.
Could be
So whoever
okay.
you put in front of them gonna lose.
OKC to the top.
That's what I think. That
You
and
know
I'm fake
what?
mad that they traded Giddy, man, because Giddy was supposed to be over there with them reaping some of the success, but they had to get him out of here because he had a lot of bad press, so he got to go.
Yeah, that too. And he couldn't
What
shoot. He couldn't
Once
shoot.
people start calling you Josh Kitty, you got to go.
Yo.
Sorry, like I don't know what happened. I mean, but we not gonna figure it out over here.
Yeah, nah, we definitely not gonna do that. And he couldn't shoot. He couldn't hit no threes for them. You know what I mean? So they
Yeah,
thought he
but
had to go.
shit, he be dishing and getting rebounds though. Like he could work on his jump shot.
Yeah, but he couldn't shoot though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He got hella rebounds. He passed good. He pushed the pace. He's shooting better now, but he couldn't shoot over there. You know what I mean? And that's what this is something that
It's
bothers me
not.
about
It's
that.
not like
You got
Caruso
him
got
over
a
there.
great jump shot,
He damn near triple double cut dude. But I'm about to say like as soon as he got to Chicago, they was like we working with him on shooting his threes. We working with him on his shooting form. I'm like, why couldn't you do that in OKC if that was the problem?
bro.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you that it was the bad press. It ain't have nothing to do with that shooting. It ain't
And a
had
lot of
nothing
the
to do with that. Cause
uh,
he working on his shooting. That's something that you could fix. You could fix shooting, but yeah. Well, it's a lot of stuff you can fix, but your your court vision and IQ,
mhm.
that's something that you kind of got to do on your own, or it's harder for people to learn that. And if you already got that part of your game down, you could pick up the shooting later. Get
Yeah,
you with a
fact.
good shooting coach, they'll help you get your jump shot down. Or maybe you just nervous or some shit. They help you build your confidence up. But that basketball IQ is hard to come by.
Facts. You ain't lying about that. But
Yo,
wow,
yo,
again,
Jay,
yo,
Ice. Yo, I'm
What's
gonna
up?
close out. I'm gonna close out, but I'm gonna be back a little after 12 though. I'm gonna send y'all the link.
all
All
right.
right.
All right,
Yeah.
later, y'all. Peace.